Welcome to Govy TV. I've repainted my Project WRX Subaru and I wanted to share with you the method I used for paint removal. I used a stripper. I'll get to this amazing product in a minute. Many moons ago I repainted my Holden Monaro using every method of sanding, and this took me around 6 months. I experimented using paint stripper on a small area under the bonnet, and I found the stripper really nasty stuff to use and not particularly good, so I chalked it up to experience and kept sanding. With my WRX I did a lot of research and I found Cooper's stripper came out on top in a lot of comparisons. I also really liked the fact that the owner of the company put his money where his mouth is and did many video demonstrations using his product, and I really liked that. I felt this was a chance to try stripper again. I'm really glad that I did. This saved so much time, and I didn't inhale kilos of sanding dust or have to work with a particularly nasty stripper in the process. Don't get me wrong, anything worthwhile you need to do, you've got to put in the effort. I started off with a canvas that looked a bit like this. Not particularly pretty. The paint tended to chip off and not sand well, so I decided a back to the steel job was the only way. Here's some good examples of how well it works. This entire side I completed in around 2 to 3 hours. Quite astounding. I think the advantages for me were the time saving, the lack of dust, and it's just a lot nicer product to work with. You still need gloves, you need ventilation, but it wasn't anywhere near as nasty as some of the other strippers I've used. Other strippers I've used were thick and you had to brush it on by the ton and cover it with plastic to let the stripper work. With this product you simply mist it on, keep it wet, and it meant you didn't use gobloads of the stuff. In fact, I had enough to strip some weatherboards that we took off the old garage so we could reuse them for a feature wall inside, and it worked well for that as well. As I say, I used this product for the entire job and I would absolutely recommend it. The next job that I do, I'll be using it again. Awesome stuff. Thanks very much, Coopers. Keep it up, mates. The better the preparation, the better the end result, and I think this was well worth it.